Ever since I watched the pilot trailer for Ticket to Heaven, I've been both excited and afraid to watch it. Not because it's a BL. I've been Catholic my entire life. I spent 10 years in Catholic schools, surrounded by classrooms, chapels, priests, religious teachers, and the culture that comes with them. The idea of a story set within a Catholic environment isn't foreign to me. I've heard stories, witnessed contradictions, and encountered people whose relationships with faith were as varied as they were complicated. What intrigued me about Ticket to Heaven wasn't the romance. It was the questions hiding beneath it. Questions about faith, belonging, loneliness, vocation, love. And after watching it, I think those questions are exactly what make the series so compelling. What struck me most is how the story presents two very different relationships with God. Tanrak's faith is born from hope. As an orphan, he clings to the belief that his parents are safe in heaven, and that living in God's house offers him comfort until the day they meet again. His faith is gentle. It gives him purpose, security, and a sense of belonging. Barth's faith, or perhaps his loss of it, is something entirely different. He arrives carrying anger, humiliation, and wounds that have never been allowed to heal. Bullied and rejected, he sees the seminary not as a sanctuary, but as another place where he has been sent against his will. Where Tanrak finds refuge, Barth finds exile. The contrast between them is what gives the story its emotional weight. When Barth says, "I used to believe that too, but one day I realized your God never helped me at all. Maybe my God isn't as kind as yours." It feels less like a challenge to religion and more like a confession. It's the pain of someone who asked for help and felt abandoned. The series understands something that many discussions about faith often miss. Belief is rarely just about doctrine. More often, it is shaped by experience. Some people encounter God through comfort. Others encounter silence. The pool scene captures this beautifully. Locked together overnight, Tanrak offers faith while Barth offers doubt. Their conversation becomes less about theology and more about loneliness, grief, hope, and the ways people survive them. What moved me most is that the series treats priesthood and faith as deeply human experiences. For one person, faith can be a home. For another, it can feel like they were abandoned despite their faith. Neither experience is presented as less valid than the other. And perhaps that's why this story unsettles me. Not because it challenges what I believe, but because it understands how complicated belief can be. It understands that faith and pain often exist side by side, that love can grow in unexpected places, and that sometimes the most difficult questions are not about God at all, but about whether we feel seen, loved, and worthy of belonging. If this is the emotional territory Ticket to Heaven intends to explore, then I suspect this series is going to hurt me far more than I expected.